Hello. Well, I had a great idea of taking the laptop outside and recording a video blog entry for you, showing you the lovely spring flowers coming through. But it's just too bright out there, coupled with the fact that when I lifted up my shiny laptop, it was kind of covered in bird shit on the bottom. But on the upside, I can tell you that Apple MacBooks are quite easy to wipe bird shit off, so that's quite good. Anyway, so we're back in my boring office, and maybe we'll do that another day. But what I wanted to talk about was what I've been up to in the last 4 or 5 days since I posted to LJ. No photos, so hence the video. Well, kicked off on Friday with going to the Bonobo gig at the Forum in Kentish Town, which was really good. It took me probably about a third of the set to really get into it, but it just got better and better and better. And I'm really glad that I've had a chance to catch him live and in quite a small, nice venue. I've never been there before. It struck me as being a bit like Brixton, but a lot smaller, and just a really nice place. Saturday night we went to see Amy Winehouse, who was also very good. The support were Mr. Hudson and the Library. Is that what they're called? Librarians, whatever. And I have heard their single before. Yeah, they weren't bad. Amy Winehouse herself was excellent. She wasn't pissed, which is always a benefit. But the acoustics in the Corn Exchange are absolutely shocking, and she's never the clearest of singers at the best of times. So it wasn't that easy to kind of hear the lyrics and that kind of whole mid-range part of the audio range. You just couldn't hear it at all. So that was a bit disappointing. But she seemed to be on good form, and the material was very good. And we had a good time. In terms of what else we were up to over the weekend, we've been working on the fireplace in the lounge, and we needed to get some tiles to kind of tile the hearth area and under the fire back. So we went down to a tile shop and plumped for slate in the end, which was fine, but you can't cut slate in the same way that you can cut tiles with just a normal scorer and snapper thing. So I spent Sunday afternoon out at Idiot 27's house while he used his angle grinder to carve a big chunk of slate off the sides of some of the pieces, which was quite good fun. Came back home, used some levelling compound to try and level off the back of the floor of the fireplace, getting ready to lay the tiles down. And I remember Bingo McDingo saying something about it being a complete and utter con. It doesn't level itself, and that's absolutely true, but it was quite good fun in a kind of playing with Play-Doh sense. What we still hadn't got was a fire basket, and we had found one in a place called Solar Park, which is an architectural salvage yard just outside Cambridge. But it wasn't really what we wanted, and we've been looking on eBay, but again, there wasn't much there till Sunday night when we happened to chance upon something that happened to be in Peterborough, which is only about half an hour, 40 minutes drive away from here. So we put in a bid on the auction, had to do a bit of sniping at the end of the auction, but we did end up picking it up for a price that we were happy with. So we went up there last night to pick that up. On Monday night, I'd actually finished laying the tiles themselves. So last night I was doing the grouting, which was quite good fun. The grout was a bit more runny than I thought it was going to be. I thought it would be a bit like sort of cake mixture, that level of stickiness, but it was a bit more pourable than that. And it was kind of getting everywhere. I was trying to use I'd mixed it up with a wooden spoon. I was trying to use that to ladle it out, because it's not like putting ceramic tiles on a wall. There's really big uneven gaps, so you need to kind of fill it up. But in the end, it worked out. Really, the trick to do was just scoop handfuls of it out with my hands and smear it on the tiles and down the edge of the cracks, and to do it that way, which worked quite well. Except my hands got absolutely trashed. I'm kind of looking at my fingers now; they're still a bit wrecked. I mean, the fact that the grout's got a big X on the back saying irritant, perhaps should have been telling me that I should have worn gloves to do that. But you live and learn. What we've been doing in work, been trying to get this request tracker system really tidied up the loose ends. It's been live since last week and it's going quite well, but but we need to do one or two things, and that actually took up more time than I thought it was going to take. Also, ended up going into the middle of town yesterday morning for a meeting at the computing service to talk about mathematical licences, which was kind of pointless, I thought. It had taken about 6 weeks to arrange, and really they just wanted a couple of bits of information from everybody. Now, why they couldn't send around an email to do that and then actually had the meeting proper when there was something to discuss, I don't know. I'm going back in there this afternoon to a TechLink seminar about the university email system and how it's going to develop over the next period of time. Given by Tony Finch of this parish, so that will be good. Yeah, what else? Oh yeah, as you can see, not shaved this morning. Hey ho. And then, yeah, last of all, I'm reading a really good book at the moment, which is about techniques for landscape photography by a guy called Charlie Waite. The Camera Club have a library, which is a good idea because a lot of photography books you just want to read once and sort of absorb it and read once. So they have quite a good library, and I picked up that from there on Monday night, and I'm reading it, and they're absolutely fantastic images, and the sort of analysis that he gives of what he did and what works in the picture, and on quite a lot of the pages he gives like a sort of a double spread or even a triple spread, showing 3 shots that he took at the same time or when he returned to that scene, and explaining why the main shot is the one that he went for, which you can, in a lot of cases you can see it's sort of obvious. You think, yeah, that's clearly the best photograph, but you know, having him explain it just kind of makes it a lot easier, and having all of the exposure information there as well. One thing that is abundantly clear is that you know, to get the quality on landscape photographs, it's absolutely pointless not doing it on a tripod, not doing you know, very low ISO setting, very large depth of field, longer exposure stuff, and that's, you know, that's really what I don't do. I just kind of walk around with the camera, put it up to my eye, and grab shots, and you know, you really can see the difference. I know he's shooting on 6x6 medium format, but still, it's something that I've got to start doing if I want to kind of take this seriously. And I do enjoy the landscape photographs, so I feel kind of quite inspired by reading the book, which is always a nice thing to happen. The weather's picked up a bit as well. It is nice and sunny outside. I'm looking out the window, blue skies at the moment. So if it stays nice for a bit, then maybe when the kids are down at the weekend, we'll go out and about and go out somewhere like Look and Fen and try and do some photography then as well. My dad's coming down too, so it'll be nice to see him. Not seen him since Christmas, and I'm also supposed to be building a computer for him between now and the weekend, so I'll do that. And then the last thing to say is that I'm helping Al Deborah shift some boxes tonight. So I'm going to take down the step ladder from where it is on our landing at the moment, propping up the wall, shove it in the car, drive around to hers, get her and Kathy, drive around to wherever her stuff is, pick it up, drive it back, and then I'm going around to Vaughan's. So it's going to be a bit of a busy night tonight, but looking forward to it. Anyway, that's about it. I'm signing off now, so see you soon.